If I told you the secret to healthier plants, richer soil, and bigger harvest was buried in history for over 2,000 years, would you believe me? Picture this: lush hillsides overlooking the Mediterranean, vines heavy with grapes, olive groves shimmering in the sun, and market gardens bursting with produce. These weren't just the results of good weather. The Romans, masters of roads, aqueducts, and architecture, were also masters of soil building. And they had a recipe, simple, natural, and shockingly effective, that modern farmers and gardeners are rediscovering today. This wasn't some fancy chemical concoction or a product with a shiny label. It was a mix of everyday materials, combined in a way that supercharged soil fertility for generations. Today we're going to dig into exactly what it was, why it works so well, and how you can replicate it in your own garden. So if your soil has been feeling tired, your plants sluggish, or your yields disappointing, stay with me, because this ancient wisdom might just turn your garden around. The Romans didn't have synthetic fertilizers, but they understood something far more valuable: the way soil lives and breathes. They saw soil not as a dead medium to hold roots, but as a living ecosystem that had to be fed, structured, and cared for. Their method was more than a quick fix. It was a long-term investment in soil health. Archaeologists have found farmlands in Italy still rich in organic matter centuries after the empire fell, and much of that fertility is credited to their soil-building practices. The Roman soil recipe was built on three principles: feed the microbes, balance the nutrients, and improve the structure. These principles are timeless. Modern regenerative farmers echo them, though they often use different tools. The Romans achieved all three using a blend of manure, biochar-like ash, and organic plant residues, layered carefully and allowed to mature into a dark, rich earth that plants loved. The first and perhaps most important element was animal manure. But unlike the raw piles we sometimes see today, the Romans composted it thoroughly. They mixed manure from cows, horses, goats, and poultry with straw and plant waste, allowing it to decompose slowly. This process created a stable, humus-rich material packed with nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, the primary nutrients plants need. By letting it mature, they avoided the problem of burning plants with fresh manure, and they also encouraged beneficial microbes to colonize the compost before it ever touched the fields. The second ingredient was wood ash. Romans burned wood for cooking, heating, and various industrial uses, and they noticed that the ash, when added to soil, made crops more vigorous. We now know that wood ash contains potassium, calcium, and trace minerals, and also helps to raise the soil's pH if it's too acidic. More importantly, when they added it alongside organic matter, it created a chemical environment that locked nutrients into the soil, much like modern biochar. The third component was green matter, crop residues, weeds, leaves, and even grape pomace from winemaking. This plant material not only added extra organic matter but also fed the soil microbes a wide variety of carbon sources, which in turn helped release nutrients more evenly over time. The Romans didn't just toss these ingredients into a pile and hope for the best. Instead, they layered them in trenches, often dug directly into their fields during the off-season. A base layer of coarse plant material allowed air to circulate. On top of this went a layer of manure, then a sprinkle of wood ash, then more plant matter. Each trench was filled in with soil to cover the mix, and the process was repeated in other sections of the field. Over weeks and months, worms, microbes, and fungi moved in, breaking everything down into a crumbly, fertile loam. This method served two purposes. It improved the fertility of the topsoil, and it also improved soil structure deeper down, allowing roots to grow stronger and access more moisture. For Mediterranean climates where summers could be brutally dry, this deeper root access meant survival. Modern soils, especially in intensively farmed or heavily urbanized areas, often suffer from depletion. Years of tilling, over-fertilization, or chemical use can strip away organic matter and beneficial microbial life. The Roman recipe reverses that damage naturally. By combining nutrient-rich manure, mineral-heavy ash, and a diversity of plant matter, you create a balanced diet for your soil life. Microbes thrive. Organic matter builds up, and the soil's capacity to hold both water and nutrients improves dramatically. It also works in a variety of climates. Gardeners in temperate zones find it helps sandy soils hold moisture, while those in clay-heavy regions notice improved drainage and less compaction. Because it's all made from natural materials, it's also safe for organic gardens. To recreate the Roman method at home, start by collecting well-rotted manure from a trusted source. If you're not able to get animal manure, rich compost from kitchen scraps and yard waste can stand in, though you'll want to make sure it's fully matured before use. Next, save up wood ash from untreated, clean-burning wood. You don't need a huge amount, too much can throw off your soil's pH, so sprinkle lightly. Finally, gather green materials like pruned branches, pulled weeds as long as they're seed-free, and leaf litter. Choose a section of your garden that needs rejuvenating. Dig shallow trenches between planting rows or in an area you're preparing for next season. Place a layer of coarse green material at the bottom, followed by a generous layer of composted manure, then a light dusting of ash. Repeat the layers until the trench is nearly full, then cover with the soil you removed. Over the next few months, the magic really happens underground. By planting time, you'll have a revitalized bed that's just ready to grow. Today's soil scientists confirm what the Romans discovered through observation. Manure feeds soil microbes and boosts nutrient availability. Wood ash adds key minerals and can even enhance cation exchange capacity, meaning your soil can hold on to nutrients way longer instead of just letting them leach away. Organic plant matter feeds different microbial groups, which in turn cycle nutrients back to your plants. When you combine these ingredients, they don't just add nutrients, they actually create a living soil ecosystem capable of sustaining fertility year after year. Interestingly, this mirrors practices in other ancient cultures, such as the Amazonian terra preta, where charcoal and organic waste created some of the most fertile soils on Earth. The similarity suggests that across the world, long before synthetic fertilizers, people understood the importance of building soil from the ground up, literally. One mistake modern gardeners make when trying ancient recipes is rushing the process. Fresh manure, if not composted, can introduce pathogens or burn plant roots with excess nitrogen. Wood ash in large amounts can make the soil too alkaline, especially in already neutral or alkaline regions. And using plant material with mature seeds can lead to a weed explosion in your beds. Patience and balance are the keys here, just as they were 2,000 years ago. In an age where gardening advice often leans heavily on store-bought solutions, returning to a method that uses what you already have, or can easily source, feels both refreshing and empowering. The Roman soil recipe is low-cost, environmentally friendly, and requires no specialized equipment. More importantly, it builds soil health over the long term instead of just giving plants a quick hit of nutrients. If you garden year after year in the same space, this kind of investment pays off exponentially. Imagine harvesting tomatoes with flavor so deep it stops you mid-bite, or cucumbers so crisp they practically snap in your hand. That's the taste of soil working at its full potential, and it's exactly what the Romans would have expected from their fields. 2,000 years ago, Roman farmers perfected a soil recipe so good that their fields could feed entire cities. Today, you can bring that same time-tested magic into your own backyard. Whether you're growing vegetables, fruit trees, or even just trying to improve a tired patch of lawn, this ancient blend can give your soil and your plants the boost they need. If you found this guide helpful and you're ready to dig deeper into the world of natural soil building, make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this video with fellow gardeners. The more we learn from history, the better our gardens will grow. So let's keep this ancient wisdom alive for another 2,000 years.